I've got those run-of-the-mill fears of snakes and heights, those fears that live in my bones that came installed in my DNA. My mother says those are not phobias. It's just called being smart. Falling down from a height gets you hurt, she says. I guess we've got the same DNA. When I was in my early 20s, I got stuck at the top of a 9-foot ladder and refused to take that first step down, a simple feat of mind over matter that I didn't yet possess. Around the same time, I bragged to my roommates that I, a proud nature girl, was not concerned about the warnings of snakes in our yard. Live and let live, man. A snake has as much right to live as we do. Until one of my homework papers blew into the grass and I came face to face with a common garden snake. I shrieked and ran as far and fast as my new Birkenstocks could carry me. As for my personal phobias, the truly persistent and unreasonable ones, they're kind of quirky. They all come from some cautionary tale or a thing that unfortunately actually happened to me or someone I know. Being close to windows that are close to trees on stormy days, a kid inhaling a balloon when they get it all slippery with saliva, singing at someone's wedding and forgetting all the words, a bad person lurking in a public bathroom. But still, these are all fears that I managed to talk myself out of talk myself out of or avoid in the space of a breath so they don't really get in my way. I suppose this is all worth saying because I swear to you, I am not an everyday fearful person. I walk alone at night. I talk to strangers. I let my kids roam far and free. Heck, I eat food that's past its expiration date, and I can choose a paint color fairly quickly. Oddly, my kids just had to outdo me with quirky fears. 2 of them cannot eat in the presence of mannequins or Halloween skeletons or zombies. We can't for the life of us figure out where that came from, but it's true. Get them around some Halloween decorations and they lose their appetites immediately. When I was a kid, my dad would stand at the top of our dark enclosed staircase with a microphone. I am the boogeyman, he would moan for the sole purpose of scaring the shit out of us. Yeah, he thought it was a hoot. He did. One of our uncles hid in a tree and swung down to scare us as we walked through the woods to our cousin's house. Again, he was quite amused. So anyway, I don't really like horror movies. I've never been able to understand the concept, deliberately giving myself that cold adrenaline rush, that feeling like pain in your veins, as if the scary thing has really happened. Like when you wake up from a bad dream and the person next to you, and you're mad at the person next to you for something your mind made up when you were both asleep. I do love Halloween. I love that the whole town gets together, decorates, and dresses up for no reason but fun. Seeing kids proudly in their costumes gets me teary-eyed. I remember the time I wanted to be a ballerina and I cried because the tutu my mom made me didn't stick straight out like I had envisioned. And the other time my mom made me a truly beautiful Peter Pan costume, complete with miraculous green tights. I don't know where she got those. And my sister played next to me as Tinkerbell. Later, when my sister had grown into her truer self, she dressed as Howard Jones and made herself a full keyboard out of cardboard. All the last-minute gypsy and hobo costumes in the 70s when our collective consciousness did not yet blink an eye at those concepts. Still now, I look forward to Halloween for weeks, inspired by a costume idea, plotting each day new details that I will add up until the final day. I've come to recognize that for me, it's mostly an excuse to live out my theatrical dreams, an opportunity to use props, wear fishnets, be over the top, in character, and sometimes to pretend to live in the skin of one of my heroes. Dolly Parton, an excuse to wear fake nails, fake eyelashes, fake, well, everything. I guess I'm proof that it actually doesn't take a lot of money to look this cheap. I love you, Dolly. Julia Child, an excuse to wear a wig and high-heeled pumps with a frumpy skirt and to walk around basting people's breasts all day. I love butter. Once at a huge 80s-themed Halloween party, I dressed as Cyndi Lauper and won first place for the best costume, but everyone thought I was Madonna, so the guy dressed as Madonna stole my votes and my prize. Yeah. Basically, I masquerade as a person who truly believes it's okay to show off a little bit, to put on a little red lipstick, and all that kind of stuff, you know. But the contrarian in me is proud to say I've never dressed as a sexy nurse, a sexy cat, a sexy handyman, a sexy anything. At least not on Halloween. But from my first encounter with them, I've always hated haunted houses. I remember huddling behind and clutching the person in front of me as a middle schooler, hiding my face in my hands, which were twisted into the jacket of the friend in front of me, silencing my own screams, while the friends around me screamed in that full of hilarity way that some perverted people seem to enjoy. I knew from then on that it was not for me. For the next 20 or 30 years, I never visited anything that claimed to be haunted. Much to my children's dismay, they would have to find other people to take them to purportedly haunted things. Until one night, a few years ago, I accepted an invitation and went in with an agenda. I greeted each frightening scene and its actors with a proactive plan. Hey there, cool outfit. The chains are a nice touch. Whoa, you better take care of that. I'd yell boo before they got a chance to startle me. I'm not sure where this falls in the important healing milestones in my life, but I gleefully took back the power from those who tried to make me jump and scream. Pretty sure I annoyed them to death as well. I'm glad I got that out of my system, but I'm still steadfastly in the camp of why. Why expose yourself to pretend scary things when the world is full of real ones? Likely we each have our run-of-the-mill phobias, our quirky phobias, and then the real ones, like feeling unseen or misunderstood, like finding love and losing love, that life is truly meaningless, that the people I love don't know just how much, and that you will think that my love and my fears are, God forbid, ordinary. Thank you.